Bible says that this man was given an instruction by God. And the instruction was, he should not eat in that place. God never said he should not eat at all. What God said is that in that location, in that place he sent him on an assignment, he should taste nothing. You see, the supernatural life is controlled by laws. Supernatural life is controlled by laws. Mandates are controlled by laws. He said, don't eat at that place where I send you. And the man kept talking. The king asked him, he spoke about it. The prophet asked him, he spoke about it. He was manipulated by the reason of the information that he gave out to the prophet. In your walk with God, there are dealings that are private. Keep them. In your walk with God, there are dealings that are private. Even the devil is not aware. Oh, I wish I was talking to somebody here. There are that Saul's father's asses were missing, and Saul went out and the asses were found. And while Saul was coming home, the Bible says that the uncle bracketed him before he got home and said, what did the prophet tell you? And the Bible says, 1 Samuel chapter 10, the Bible says Saul told him that the asses that were missing have been found. But concerning the matters of the kingdom, he kept it private. There are personal revelations. There are instructions from God. There are mandates and assignment. There are mandates given to you by God that are personal to you. That was the problem Joseph had. He told everything about himself. He told everything about his dream. Hear me, child of God. Even if it's God that told you, if you don't privatize it, it will be manipulated. Even if it is God that told you, if you don't know how to keep secret, it will be manipulated. Even if it's God. Are you aware that Joseph learned from his mistake? Joseph became a private person because he x-rayed his life. Why have I been going from pit to prison accusation? Why have I been going from one pain to another? He discovered that his mouth was his problem. That was why when he met King Pharaoh, he kept quiet about his father. He kept quiet about his brother. He kept quiet about where he come from. Pharaoh was shocked to find out that David's father was still alive. Your father is alive? Bring him. David said, yes, my father is alive. You didn't see anything about him. Joseph must have said to himself, I have learned my lesson. I told my brothers my dream and they manipulated it. So he kept the information to himself.